Okay, we're gonna finish up the last 4 questions on the cell cycle quiz. So question number 5. Which term best describes the type of cell division in which parent cells produce daughter cells with the same number of chromosomes as the parent cells? Again, daughter, that's just the cells that are created. And we're looking for have the same number of chromosomes as the parent cell. Well, the way this one is worded is actually pretty easy. Because you remember spermatogenesis, making of sperm. Anytime you see double O, that means egg. Genesis is the beginning or the origin. And so this is the process that makes sperm, and this is the process that makes egg. Well, both of those are just processes of meiosis. So B, C, and D are all the same answer. Because you'll go through meiosis, you end up with 4 cells, and then either you'll become a sperm if you're a male, or you'll become an egg if you're a female. Again, that begins with meiosis. Well, and again, meiosis, we just saw on a question on the last video. Meiosis makes 4 different cells. Mitosis is the one that makes identical cells. And so A is going to be your correct answer for which cell process is going to make identical cells. Okay, the fertilized eggs of most mammals follow a similar pattern of early development. Which sequence is a typical pattern beginning with the earliest stage? Okay, if we're talking about mammals, remember mammals are humans. And so humans, we got the sperm fertilizes the egg. That becomes the zygote. All right, that zygote is going to go through process of mitosis to make a hollow ball called the blastula. That hollow ball is going to start to fold over on itself to make the gastrula. The gastrula is going to eventually become the embryo, and that embryo, after 8 weeks, becomes the fetus. Now that's a lot more information that we need for this question, but I want you to remember that blastula, that's stem cells. They have no function yet. Gastrula, they are differentiated. They have different jobs at the gastrula stage. Just want to keep making that clear, because that will pop up. Blastula stem cells, full of them. It's a hollow ball. Gastrula, it's a horseshoe. Ran out of screen, but you understand what I'm saying. And so if we looked at, you got zygote is first stage, embryo second stage, fetus is third stage. So that means that D is the correct answer for this one. All right, number 7. 7 says, which would most likely be caused by environmental conditions? Most likely. Okay, environment, which is exposure or life choices. Well, if we look hemophilia, sickle cell, sickle fibrosis. All three of these are recessive genetic disorders. If they're genetic means you're born with it. Born with it. It's on your DNA. Okay, you inherited that from your parents, whether it be hemophilia, which we'll go ahead and go through these because they do pop up sometimes. Hemophilia, they do not clot. Sickle fibrosis, mucus clogs the organs, and sickle cell, they clot too much because again their blood cells are a sickle instead of a circle the way they're supposed to. That leaves us with the easy answer of lung cancer being the correct term because you're exposing yourself to a carcinogen. So that is definitely an environmental factor. Last question of this quiz. Sexual reproduction provides for what to occur? Well, cloning has nothing to do with the sexual reproduction. That is identical. It's a carbon copy of you. Budding, that's asexual. That's like starfish. They can sort of pinch off part of their body. If you cut a starfish in half a certain way, it can grow back. Also, jellyfish, they have that Medusa stage they go through in the polyp stage. Genetic stability. Stability means things stay the same. Well, we're always changing. We're always evolving. So because we're always evolving, things do not stay the same. We're always changing. And so genetic variation, okay? This allows for change or differences. And so through this variety, or through sexual reproduction, we get variety because every sperm and egg are different for the most part. So because of those differences, we're always getting variety within our species. And that's also going to occur in any species that reproduces sexually. So hopefully mitosis, meiosis, the cell cycle is a little less confusing than it was before you started working through this site. Again, good luck. Keep up the good work. Hopefully all this will pay off in the end. Again, good luck.